So, welcome everyone to our session. Today's session is on conquering fears. So, I hope you all are interested. So, before we start, let us invoke to the Supreme God for support, help, and guidance. So, let's start. Let's close our eyes, connect the tongue to the palate. Let's settle ourselves. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. Let us invoke to the Supreme God, Divine Father, Divine Mother. We thank you for your priceless blessings, for divine light, divine love, divine guidance, divine love, mercy, inner healing, physical healing. Thank you for the inner strength to practice regularly. Thank you for your divine help and protection, for illumination, abundance, and prosperity. We thank you. Inhale the blessings. Let's also be aware that our fears are part of our astral body. They are not part of our soul. So let's do the soul affirmation. So it makes it easier for us to let go of our fears. Okay. So I am the soul. I am not the body. I have a body around which there are a lot of fears, which I'm going to get rid of. I am not the emotions. The emotions are products. I am not the thought of anything that I fear. Thoughts are products. I am the soul. I am a spiritual being of divine intelligence, divine love, and divine power. I am one with my higher soul. I am that I am. I am one with the divine spark within me. I am a child of God. I am connected with God. I am one with God. And I am one with all. Inhale slowly and exhale. Okay, so fears. Most of us are afraid of something or the other, right? And so I listed a few things, and as I go through them, I would like you to just be aware of what is it that you may perhaps be dealing with in terms of fears. And what would be good is I hope you are starting to keep a notebook, if I may call it, of stuff that we are discussing here, things that we are discussing here. Because what you may find is that, over time, you may find that you have made a lot of progress. Okay. Because, progress happens slowly. It's like layer by layer, like taking off, layers of an onion. So just be aware of that and try to keep a diary or something. Anyway, so for now we will talk about fears. So fears related to what? COVID. Yes. And then let's be specific. What about it? When will it leave? Will it affect me? What exactly is our fear about COVID if we have it? Okay. Then fear about finances, fear about how the family will cope or is coping. How about the fear of failure? Anybody afraid of the fear of failure? At one's job, at healing, at anything. I mean, at one's business, fear of failing as a mother, a father, a sister, brother, child, all those fears. There are lots of fears. Okay. What about the fear of, simple things like driving, scuba diving, skydiving, walking across the street, crossing the street on your own? How about that? So little fears, right? So just let's make a note of them if we can. If you can't, that's fine. If you've got a pen and paper, that'll be great. What about the fear of success? So we talked about a little bit about the fear of failure, but there's also something called the fear of success because when we are successful, our lifestyle changes. There are so many things that change. Our friend circle may change, our relatives may change, our own attitude towards life may change. Some of us are afraid that if we become very successful, will we give up the spiritual path because we'll become so prosperous, right? So there are different kinds of successes. Of course, there's also spiritual success, but right now anyway, whatever fears you have is what we're going to work with. Okay, so hope you've made a note. Now, what I would like you to do is to close your eyes. And now I want you to think of something that gets you really excited, like happily excited. Like, when we were kids and we knew that tomorrow we're going on a picnic, or tomorrow we're going on vacation, or something like that. We got really excited, right? We almost couldn't sleep all night because we were so excited. And some adults can't sleep all night before a trip because they're so anxious about what's going to happen on it. Okay, but that's not the part we're talking about. Right now, let's think about the excitement. It's like I'm a little kid, I'm going on a picnic tomorrow, or maybe on a vacation, or I don't know, first day of a new class, a play school, I don't know, whatever it is that works for you, that is a memory from your own lifetime. Just feel the excitement. Feel the excitement of whatever it is that makes you excited. Okay. Now, just try to think, how similar is that feeling to the feeling of fear? Sometimes what we actually feel is excitement, not fear. So, what we are going to do now is we are going to transfer the excitement of the unknown, which is, what's going to happen on the picnic tomorrow, or what's going to happen on my vacation, or what's going to happen, when I go, I don't know, skydiving, whatever it is, that excitement of like, oh, what's going to happen? And let's transfer that excitement to the fear and just be like, hmm. So when I'm feeling afraid, what I'm actually doing is I'm just excited. And I'm misunderstanding as an adult that I'm afraid, but actually I'm just excited. Okay. So this is one way of dealing with fears. What you can do is you can think of something that really gets you excited, gets you happy, and you'll just notice how it's similar. It's like the energy begins to go up, and we begin to get excited, and the heart, the solar plexus, all of that begins to dance a little bit. But let's convert that into joy. Okay, it's because if you just look back, it's similar. Okay, so the idea in pranic healing is also to transmute, which basically means that, how in science, right, that energy cannot be created or destroyed. Energy can be converted from one form to another. Just like, electricity is converted to light, or electricity is converted to sound, things like that. So what we're going to do is we're going to convert our fear into excitement and into, yeah, having fun. Okay, so with that, let us move on to the next part. I would like you to just be aware of the fears. Think of the excitement of the new life ahead. What's going to happen in COVID times. Life is going to change. There are going to be so many changes. There are so many different things that are happening. Just think of those and let's get excited.
You may open your eyes with a big, big smile.
So let's be aware of our crown. Let's be aware of our heart. Let's raise our hands in blessing position. Let's be aware that we have just learned how to convert fear into excitement, whether it's a trip, whether it's a vacation, whether it's something else. So let's be aware of our financial targets. If we have any fears towards it, let's change it to excitement. So suppose we have a financial target that is X amount of income. Let's change it into excitement. How? What we're going to do is we're going to visualize that when we have that, how are we going to feel? Are we going to smile or are we going to sulk? What are we going to do with it? How much are we going to invest? How much are we going to save? How much are we going to do donations with? Okay, so let's convert that into excitement. Excitement that I have the money to do what I want to do. Okay, let's move into the relationships. So again, let's be aware of any fears related to relationships. Perhaps it's rejection or finding the right person, etc., etc. Now, what we're going to think of is what happens when we find the right person. How much excitement is there going to be in our life? What are we going to do? Okay. Are we looking at marriage? Are we looking at courtship? Are we looking at friendship? Again, different relationships, there are different things that one would do. Okay. Now let's be aware of our health. So let's say, for example, we have a health issue, a headache or a regular backache. Of course, you can always take pranic healing to solve it. But the first thing is to develop the desire to change it. Okay. So let's be aware of that health issue. And now let's visualize what happens when that health issue gets resolved. How do we feel? Are we excited? Do we go running? Do we go jogging? If we have no backache, if we have no headache, what do we do? Are we going to cook something nice? Are we going to play with the kids? What are we going to do? Bring that excitement. Yes. Next is the spiritual practices. If there's any fear related to our spiritual practice, I'm not meditating regularly, I'm not doing that, I'm not doing that, what will happen to me? Instead, just take a look at Master Choa's picture in front of you. He's happy, he's smiling. Just ask him for help with spiritual progress. Just visualize him there in front of you. How exciting would that be? Yeah. So let's convert all our fears to excitement. Feel the excitement, the buzz, the energy. Let's also bless our homes, our workplace, our family members, our friends. Let's bless GMCK's Energy Transformers for bringing us this service of mass healing and meditation. Let's bless all the upcoming programs of GMCK's Energy Transformers, including the basic pranic healing, advanced pranic healing, self pranic healing, and other workshops. May they all meet with tremendous success. Let's bless Master Chokok Sui's pranic healing and Haritik Yoga. May it spread rapidly and properly through the entire planet Earth. May there be one pranic healer per family, at least. Inhale slowly, exhale slowly. Let's bless our clients, our friends, family, our co-workers, our helpers, our supervisors, our businesses, our jobs. Inhale and exhale. Be aware of the crown, be aware of the heart, project energy.
Thank you.
Can you say that again, Priya? One sec.
Oh, now,
Go ahead.
as I said, it was a very deep meditation for me. Thank you.
Okay, great. Thanks, Priya. So thank you to everyone for joining. The more that the more people there are, the more powerful the healing. And those of us who are watching this later on YouTube, in order to participate in the healing, to receive the healing and to participate in the meditation, we'll request you to join our sessions live on Zoom, 4 p.m. India Standard Time, as per the schedule below. And the link is also below. So thank you everyone for joining and making this a success. Thank you.